All right, Twin Flames, let's see what's going on with the collective today. For those of you who've asked me about private readings, a lot of you do ask me about that. You can check out my website. I have a very awesome group of private readers. If you're looking for a reading for your own situation, there are a couple on there who are really good Twin Flame readers. So check that out. The link is in my description box. So let's see where we're going for Twin Flame today. This is a reading for you. What messages want to come through, please? Okay. Message, truth, stormy, gratitude. Yeah. Soulmate. I've seen this a couple of times. Divine feminine. So I'm speaking to a group of divine feminines right now who are really disappointed with a message from their masculine or silence from their masculine or something like that. And I feel like y'all are being called to heed it as a redirection. Okay. Now, this doesn't mean that the twin flame is out of your life forever. They don't do that. The twin flame is going to be connected with you forever. But I feel like it right now, this masculine energy is really going through it. And if you just pull back from your individual situation into the collective, look at what's happening to the masculine energy on the planet right now. It's under a lot of stress. It's being pushed to shift and embrace more of their feminine energy. And I feel like what's going on the planet right now, a lot of masculine energy like doesn't get it, doesn't understand what's happening. There's a victim mentality about it. And that's really not what's going on. What's happening for the masculine is they're being asked to embrace some truths that they have rejected for a really long period of time. And so it is a time for all of us, because this is also about your internal masculine. If you are feeling like you have to accept some kind of truth that moves you away from a group of people that you've known for a long time, family, friends, something like that, if you're feeling like you're being moved on from that, you are. And some of the masculine energy can just really resent that. Like, hey, wait a second, I'm supposed to, free will. And that's true. But what's happening now is there are other soulmates. I almost feel like there's too much polarity, masculine, feminine. There's too much duality here, because part of what the twin flame mission is to balance that duality, that polarity, and create something that's a unified field. And with the masculine super out of balance right now, there are other soulmates, twin flame, divine feminine, you're being asked to go toward. Now, whether these are friends or you're creating new family, or if this is a lover or a future spouse or something like that, you're being asked to go in that direction. I'm only talking to a group of feminines whose masculine right now seems really out of whack. Okay. Not the ones that are like, okay, I'm sort of moving into a better place, or I see the energy of healing, I'm letting go of a situation. This is a group of masculines who is hanging on, holding on to the bumper, hanging on to a life that has long been trying to leave their life. Okay. So that might just be a specific message right now for you, but divine feminine, you're being asked to move in a direction. And I think you're going to be super grateful for this. I just feel like you can't be around this masculine while they're flailing like this. Okay. They really are flailing. 6 of Pentacles, Hanged Man, see your mission in a new light. 9 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. Here is the new tribe. Look at this. Here is the new, oopsie. Okay. All right. Here's the new tribe. And some of you may be even actually being called to move. Now I'm looking at 2 10s right here. Look at this. 2 10s. This jumped out. I'm going to take them because I can see them. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. This exact message came through earlier this week, not sure which reading it was, but this is about not being of this energy. This is where the divine masculine is, and the divine feminine is no longer there. Okay. So you are in a different energetic frequency. You've been moved on, and you're like, now you're able to see it. Okay. You're able to see the differentiation between you and where the masculine is going. This is like a sense of real clarity. Okay. I get it. I see it. They're in a different place. This is something that's out of whack. And the feminine is being asked to step away from that. Okay. 10 of Cups and 10 of Wands. That's a clear sign of an ending of a cycle. You might not be aware of it, but you were really carrying the burden of this relationship, and this masculine was not integrating their feminine. They weren't doing the work. Okay. They weren't doing the work. So the truth, Ace of Swords coming through a couple of times here. The truth is that masculine is lost right now, and you are not divine feminine. So you're being asked to really step aside. Okay. Move on. You've got mission to accomplish, and it can't be with a masculine I'm just getting this image of a boat that's listing so far to one side that it's like almost taking on water. Okay. It's almost taking on water. So that masculine is going to need to like move some ballast to the other side. They're going to need to really embrace some kind of feminine experience that they have. What it has to do with feelings. It has to do with their ability to receive love, their ability to give love, all of the feminine traits of nurturance and kindness. And it's almost like, okay, so I'm just going to say this is very specific. I get it. This is very specific. But you might be a little bit incredulous right now because the twin you might be dealing with, you may think that they have a lot of nurturing capabilities, but they are in a situation right now, maybe with another partner or something like that, where they are actively cruel. That's how out of balance this masculine is. They're actively cruel. And if that has shown up in your interactions, then wow, it's time to step back. Okay, it's time to step back. So 8 of Pentacles, this is for the collective. I'll get some cards for the feminine, the masculine, and the feminine. King of Wands. Oh yeah. Knight of Swords. There is a soulmate here you're being directed toward. For some of you, this is friendship. For some of you, this is a working partnership. For some of you, this is a love partner, a soulmate. All right. Interesting. 4 of Cups. Look at that. 4 of Cups, Queen of Swords, looking in the other direction. Queen of Cups. So divine feminine, I am getting that you're turning your back on a masculine that is really stubborn. Okay. They're really stubborn. They're out of balance. So it's not just the feminine masculine energy, although that is super represented in this reading. Their life is really out of balance right now. Maybe they don't have fulfilling work. Maybe they don't have, maybe they're struggling or resisting any kind of wake up call from spirit or from God. Maybe they've like fallen into an addiction of some kind. Okay. Just saying. And it could be workaholism too. It could be the other side of it, where they're so out of balance that something in their life is really creating this listing kind of energy. And I feel like what's underneath it is rage. Okay. They got a lot of rage. They got a lot of feelings to work out. They're not in their heart center. They are in a very stubborn kind of first chakra place. This does have to do with money. This does have to do with being mad at God, being mad at the world. Okay, something like that. Page of Wands, the High Priestess, and the King of Pentacles. So I really see that this could be a long-term kind of situation where divine feminine is going in the direction of someone who is balanced. I always think of the king of pentacles as someone who's really balanced. They are definitely a soulmate. This is peaceful. All right, this is, Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Very peaceful energy. And this is a masculine that has integrated their feminine, because Pentacles is a feminine energy. I do feel, I'm just getting the image of Pluto being in Capricorn again, 29 degrees Capricorn. And this is about tying up of loose ends. So King of Wands to me is usually I love the King of Wands, very dynamic fellow, but I almost feel like what's inside is a Knight of Swords. So this is not quite the King of Wands that I've come across in the past, where someone who's a really dynamic person, very balanced and everything, has a lot of fire and passion and interest in a lot of things, and is kind of jovial, and there's a lot of Leo energy here. But I feel like what's going on at the core of the masculine has to do a lot with rage, or feeling displacement, feeling out of sorts, and there could be a diving into some part of their life, an addiction or an obsessive compulsive kind of behavior, where they are, working harder and doing less good for the planet, or they're putting more time and energy towards something that really robs people of joy, and it robs them of joy, or something like that. So this is a different partner down here, this King of Pentacles, because I feel like you're on a new path, divine feminine. You've moved to a new timeline, and this masculine has not been able to follow. And if you feel like a pulling apart of this, then I'm here to validate that for you. I want to get a sense of the connection here with this Ascension deck. Talk to me. It's like they waited too long or something. Aligning with abundance, divine feminine, unification, aligning with abundance, high priest, personal empowerment, soulmate, clearing core wounds. There it is. And acknowledge, take responsibility. So there's a lot of ego here for divine masculine. They're really, that Pluto moving back into Capricorn really puts them back in this place of, rub some dirt on it, don't have feelings about things. I'm just going to dive hardcore into my work. I'm not all of this kind of romantic notions or love or whatever like that, like love is dead to me, something like that. I don't know what triggered this. We'll look at the divine masculine right here in 1 second here. But what they're not doing is they're not willing to take responsibility for where they are. They're blaming, it's like a blaming everybody else for the condition. And you could extrapolate this out into the masculine on the planet, that there's a lot of blaming and projection and everything like that. And it's just, I just feel the divine feminine kind of just going, you know what? This is not where I am. So I'm going to move away from this. So talk to me about the divine masculine right now that I'm talking about here. I will ask a lot more about this soulmate that you're going toward. But this divine masculine, Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, what's underneath? Eight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Five of Cups. So this divine masculine has missed the boat. A lot of boat metaphors. Missed the boat in terms of healing themselves of inner child stuff. They may have kind of gone down this road with you, but they really didn't believe it. Okay, in their conscious way, their 3D way, their 3D life is like resisting this, rejecting this. They did feel nurtured by you, the Queen of Pentacles here, but now they are just staying in a comfort zone that is of their own making. It's like a comfort zone, but not really. I mean, if you looked at it from an external place, it's like a prison. And I see you as, they know, I feel like they have some awareness that you're moving on, okay, because of this 5 of cups. I feel like they have some awareness of that you're kind of like, I'm going toward this high priest, this soulmate here, I'm going towards that. This masculine has made some kind of choice. All right, 8 of Swords, made some kind of choice to stay in a prison. Magician, Queen of Swords, there you are again. 5 of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. There's just this real stubborn energy, and I feel like they do see you as, I've almost put you on a pedestal here. They do see you as someone who is the bringer of nurturing and happiness and joy and stability and kindness and generosity and all of that. I feel like at their core, there's some kind of a lack of an unworthiness. Okay, and I don't know, because of this 5 of Pentacles, right? There's an unworthiness, there's a lack mentality, there's a sense that if they're not the ones bringing those qualities like protection and nurturance, like the feminine side of the masculine, then they don't know how to behave. So I feel like the feminine here that I'm talking to is balanced in unification here with your inner masculine, inner feminine, and you are aligning with real abundance right now. That is what's bringing in this soulmate energy, clearing core wounds. That's what's bringing in this soulmate energy. This person, this masculine that I'm talking about, is lost right now, and they see you as being able to do a lot with your life and being able to do a lot of miraculous things that they feel like they can't do. I feel like there's a little bit of jealousy here. Okay, I'm just saying, like, this masculine feels like they've gone down this road. They've gone down this dark space, and you've been just shining your light and hey, this is the way, this is the way. But there's something to them. This 8 of Swords makes me feel like there's something to them that they're staying in almost like a victim, but they're also refusing to take responsibility for that. Good grief, masculine. Okay, so let's see for the feminine here. Okay. Okay. All right. We don't usually get that many jumpers, but here we go. All right. So on the moon, we have a full moon coming up in the middle of this month. It is an eclipse. This is going to mark a real direction toward this King of Pentacles. All right. I am seeing the King of Cups here. I'll see about that in a second, because King and Queen of Cups here, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles again in the same exact position, 4 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So this masculine is going to come back around. I feel like they are going to try to hold on to you, even though they're being kind of cruel, or they're being kind of not really, they're more like this. They're more like a Knight of Swords, a Knight of Wands. They're refusing to grow. I feel like the eclipse is going to be some kind of watershed moment. They're refusing to grow. The opportunity is for them to step into being the King of Cups. But you are dealing with the King of Pentacles right now, or in the future. All right, in the future, probably around that full moon, finding this person or meeting this person. You could be traveling. You could be. All right, but I feel like this masculine, your divine masculine, is going to try to hold on. There's that 8 of Swords again. Yep, 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the Justice card. This masculine is going to feel this energy shift. They're feeling the energy shift toward the King of Pentacles. And so I almost feel like they're not really fundamentally doing any work. I feel like they're going to shift into some kind of, party. I want to come and see you. Let's, wine, women, and song. Let's go out. Let's have a good time. Let's try to get this back in balance. I feel like this masculine thinks they've lost you, because I don't think the masculine knows that you're always connected, but that's a reading for another day. But I do think that this masculine feels you going toward a soulmate. All right. So let's keep going. Let's go deeper. I'm going to look at each, what you don't see coming for the masculine and the feminine. Let's see where this goes next 30 days. and I'm going to dive deeper into this King of Pentacles. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on. If this is your story, I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.